Patrick Arnold of 10 Billion Strong. I am thrilled to have you here today with me on Sowing Change, talking a bit about the impact of a seed grant. So my first question for you would be, where were you with your work when you received the grant, and what kind of impact did that have?
Yeah, thanks so much for having us. And we're so grateful for the support from the Pollination Project to get us started. Back when we got a grant in 2019, we were a new organization with a big vision, but we were just getting started. And one of the things that was really a big hurdle for us was trying to actualize a couple of the early stage things in order to prove our concept. And so what the grant did was allow us to test and validate our ideas. In our case, it was environmental leadership training, particularly for communities that are not well served by this type of work. And so with that initial grant, we were able to start some trainings, start some projects, and really get a lot of insight from our communities that we wanted to serve. And that gave us some really great early momentum, which we've been able to take onward for bigger projects, bigger grants, incorporating as a 501c3 organization. But we have gone so far, but we owe so much to the Pollination Project for giving us that start.
Thank you. It has been incredibly inspiring to watch your journey. I was lucky enough to come in sort of towards the beginning. I've seen it blossom. It's been incredible. And where are you with things now? What are you currently working on? What are you building towards?
Yeah, right now we have a lot of really exciting projects. So as we wrapped up our 2023 year and sort of catapulted into this current year, we reflected back and we ended up serving last year more than 15,000 people across 90 different countries.
Wow.
One of the ways that we did it was through an online program that we call Leaders Academy. It's 15 modules of environmental leadership training. It's three different pillars. It's environmental literacy, and then leadership development, and then civic engagement. And the whole vision behind it is we help people understand the problems that are happening both locally and globally, give them the understanding of how they can lead themselves and then others, and then finally give them some really tangible methodologies to start taking action in their communities. And this is part of our theory of change, of getting people to think about how they can be environmental leaders in all work that they can do. So that's one of our big programs that's accessible to young leaders all over the world. But we've also been really fortunate to win a couple of other exciting grants. So we are doing an environmental literacy and renewable energy project in Namibia, where we work with the US Embassy there. We're doing a circular economy program in Thailand, working again with the US Embassy there. We focused as well on ecopreneurship over the last couple of years or so, and I've worked in Kenya and Ghana with some amazing local partners there. And one of the programs that we're most proud of is a plastic pollution project that we're working on in Indonesia with a Hong Kong-based partner, the Ocean Recovery Alliance, and a really great pool of funding from the Asian Venture Philanthropy Network. And in that project, we used our environmental leadership methodology to train a community leader. She ended up training dozens and dozens of youth leaders in her island of Lombok. And collectively with our partners, we've set up a program that's called Harvest Plastic Lombok. And it gets communities where there's really no environmental protection regulations or waste management systems in place. And we've gotten over 500 households to consistently and reliably put their plastic in places where our team can collect it. And just to date, we're looking at the stats. We've had the team has collected more than 30 tons of plastic that otherwise would have been burned or end up in the rivers and in the ocean. So we're super proud of going from diagnosing a problem, training some leaders, and then having this really impactful environmental impact.
Congratulations on every level, on every win. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's really exciting. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for sharing with us and for being a part of the Pollination Project community. We really appreciate you. Thank you
Yeah,
for all of your work.
really appreciate it as well. And maybe final word, I'll just mention that The Pollination Project community has been incredible. We've met alumni of the program in East Africa, and we've collaborated on them. And there's something about these kindred spirits in these organizations that we're so glad to work with.
I, it's felt on this side too. Thank you so much again, Patrick, and good luck with everything, all that you're working on.